Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a follow-up video on the Boxyluxe box. So the first video that I did, I unboxed the box, but I didn't try anything on. Some of these products I've already been using, for example, the moisturizer and actually a couple of things. The makeup products, I have not touched anything. I've been waiting for this. And it's been very, very hard, so you'll get like initial first reaction. I'm just going to go ahead and start off and jump right into it. I just washed my face, so I have nothing on it, so I'm going to go in and put this moisturizer on. This is the Juice Beauty Stem Cellular Moisturizer. I have been using this. I've used it since we got it. I've used it every night and I love it. It just comes in a little push thingy. This does retail for $70, so that's awesome. It's an organic solution, so there's nothing like, I don't know, bad in there for you. I don't know, don't quote me on that. But I'm pretty sure it's an organic company and they use all natural stuff. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this on. I'm gonna go ahead and give that a couple minutes just to soak in. But yeah, so I have really been liking this. It's thick because I have dry skin, but it's not too thick. For $70, like, I will take it. And I was running out of a moisturizer anyway, so I needed one. So I've been really pleasantly surprised with this. The next thing I'm going to do is put on this little makeup headband, and I've been using this ever since we got it as well, just to pull my hair back out of my face to do my makeup, and I love it. It's great. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. Excuse my hair, by the way. I've got to go get it cut and toned so bad, so just ignore that. So that's what this looks like. It's so cute. I love it. And it really does a good job about getting like everything out of your face because it's kind of tight. I have like a lot of baby hairs and stuff that kind of still stay in the way if I don't put my hair up or anything, but even with like a hair tie, some of them still poke out. So this is really good about getting everything. Okay, for a primer, I'm gonna go in with that Smashbox photo finishing spray that we got. Just gonna spray it on my face. I really like this stuff. Talked about it in the opening of the box, but I love this stuff a lot. It's multi-useful, multifunctional. These are one of those things, like if I run out, I will repurchase it. It's that good. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to go in with is this Luxie 732 Airbrush foundation brush. We got this in the Boxyluxe as well. I'm just gonna take some of my foundation and use this to buff it out. I have not used this yet, so I'm really excited to see how it performs. I'm just gonna mix some foundation real quick. I'm gonna use the mirror on this Tarte lip palette just to see what I'm doing while I'm buffing this in. So I'm gonna go ahead and, oh, by the way, here's a cool little tip for you guys. If you get Bath & Body Works candles a lot, and sometimes I will take their lids and use it as a little foundation tray. Like, obviously you want to sanitize this afterwards, but this one has pumpkins on it, so it's, I mean, it goes in the crevices of the pumpkins and stuff, but I like to use them because I don't like to put the foundation on the back of my hand. So I'm just gonna go in with this foundation brush in my foundation and see how this performs. Okay, so my initial thoughts on this is that I think it's great. I go back and forth about using a foundation brush. Like right now I'm using the Morphe M439 just because it's a bigger, it's dirty right now, sorry. It's just a bigger brush. It kind of covers more surface area, but they actually kind of resemble each other towards the tips, if you see. So I do kind of like these brushes in particular, but I did notice like when I went to first apply the foundation, I feel like it didn't soak up a lot of product at all. I mean, it was packing pretty full coverage, and I still do think it's pretty full coverage. There was a little bit of streakiness or like brush marks towards the end that I was trying to get rid of, and I kept buffing it out, but it wasn't really going away. So I just kind of took the brush and pressed the product in more and then buffed it out, and it seemed to help. So that's good. I think I might enjoy this brush a little bit more on my clients than on myself, just because it does have this little rest right here, but it does really create like a pretty airbrushed effect, I guess. Alright, but I'm gonna go off camera real quick and put on my eyebrows and my concealer and just powder my face before we move on to the next product. So I will be right back. But the next thing that we're gonna do is the eyes. So I'm gonna go in with the Nightingale Pretty Vulgar eyeshadow palette, and we also got some of the Alamar, I think it was called Oijitos brush set. So I'm gonna go ahead and use those as well to create a eye look. I'm just gonna zoom you guys up and get started. Alright, I'm back. I put on some mascara and a little bit of black eyeliner. I just wanted to touch on this palette a little bit more and the brushes. I really like that this is cool tone because, I don't know, I tend to stick towards more warm tone palettes. I think a lot of people do actually, but it's nice for them to have switched it up a little bit. And it's not like too cool tone. Like everything is still very wearable, and I think that these shades will look good on everybody. The eyeshadows are super blendable and the shimmers were really pretty as well. I just did something super quick, but yeah, I really liked it. And as for the brushes, I knew I was gonna like them, but I actually liked them a lot more. I honestly do not know what I did with the third one, but she like really thought about what she wanted these to be like, because this is super compact and it's like perfect. It reminds me of a MAC 242 brush, honestly, and then this is really slim, and it was so easy to stamp that black eyeshadow on my lash line. The other brush, the fluffier one, was like the perfect size to get into your crease, but also to use as a packing brush for your outer corners. So I'm like really in love with those. But now we're just gonna move on to the Park Avenue Princess, which I'm so excited for because I haven't tried this at all. I think we're gonna contour first. Yeah, we're gonna contour first. So I'm gonna go in with this little brush right here with the shade Princess Cut. And I'm just gonna focus this on the hollows of my cheeks. Okay, so I feel like that just spoke for itself. It's super pretty and super pigmented. Like I barely touched my brush in there. I mean, it blended out great. That's like the perfect undertone for my skin. Now I'm gonna go in with that shade Angel. I don't know if is it Angel or Angle? Whatever. Okay. I'm just gonna take a big fluffy brush and I'm just gonna use this shade to bronze my face. Okay, so that shade is super pretty as well. I feel like if I was self-tanned or something like that, I could use that carrot shade. I will say that these are obviously the darkest color, so I don't know how it would work for somebody who is dark complected, but I am just gonna take this little brush right here and go in with that shade Enhance and use it to clean up my contour. So I just used it to clean up my contour and to put underneath my under eyes just to brighten them up a little bit. And these powders are super soft and they're really pretty. Like they sit really pretty on your skin. I have dry skin and I have dry patches, so I'm kind of like picky about my powders, but this is really pretty. So I'm excited for that. So then the next thing that we're gonna try out is this Gellar Baked Blush. This is in the shade Tropic Hues and this looks really pretty, so I'm excited for this as well. Just gonna take a little blush brush, tap it in there. I typically go for blushes that are a little bit more nude than this, but this is like super like a sheer formula, and it just, I mean, you kind of have to build it up, which I personally like because I kind of go light-handed and nude on my blushes anyways, but this would be a really pretty color for fall. I've never tried any of her baked blushes and I'm pleasantly surprised. This is super pretty. I don't really think I would wear that with this eye look, but we're just, you know, testing this out. I'm actually gonna go back into that Pretty Vulgar palette and I'm gonna mix these two shades right here with a little brush and apply this as my highlight because this didn't technically come with one. Wow, look at how pretty that is. Huh, see, multifunctional, guys. There's no rules to makeup. If you think something might look good, try it out. Very well might could. It's so pretty. Okay. Alright, so the next thing that I need to try out is this Sol de Janeiro body oil. I don't know how much I'll be using this in the fall time just because typically I want a glow in the summer, but I mean, I am not opposed to a glow in the fall and winter at all. I don't really know where to test it out right here, but I guess we'll rub some on my chest maybe, and my neck. Okay, yeah, so that is beautiful as well. My chest just went from looking dull to super pretty. I'm like Edward Cullen. This is going to be one of my best friends, honestly. Or I feel like I'm looking like a corpse. I can put this on. One of the other products that I have been using, I'm not going to put it on my hair right now because it doesn't really need it, but is this R+Co Death Valley dry shampoo. I'm about 1/4 of the way down. This did say that it retailed for $17 and it is nice. It does exactly what, I mean, a dry shampoo is supposed to, and it smells really good. I just don't know if I would repurchase it because it's $17. I just use the Batiste one and that's like $7 or $8, so I feel like I would stay with that because, I mean, it doesn't smell as good as this, but it does kind of smell like a little perfume though. I will give it that. It's good, it's good. So now I'm gonna go in with the Violet Voss liquid lipstick that I got in the shade Muse. I don't think any of this stuff is gonna go together, but we're just trying it out. I have yet to try this on my lips either. Curious to how the formula is gonna feel. I love this shade. It's like just a tad bit darker than like what I throw on my lips like every day, which is like a nude. But I feel like this will be super pretty for the fall time. The consistency of it is pretty thin. It literally feels like I have nothing on my lips. I'm gonna do a kiss test on the back of my hand to see if it transfers at all. Nope. Oh, this might be one of my new favorite lipsticks. I'm gonna put a little bit more over top just to see if I can build the opaqueness and see if it starts to separate or crack or act weird or anything. Didn't do anything weird to the lipstick either, like it's not separating or cracking or feeling more dry. I cannot get over how the fact that I feel like I have nothing on my lips. I love that shade. This is literally gonna be one of my favorites. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Okay, so this is the win in my book. I'm gonna have to go on their website and get some other colors too because I love how this feels. This is awesome. Thanks. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back in with that Smashbox primer water, and I'm gonna use this as like a setting spray just to melt everything into my skin. The spray on this thing is amazing. Like, it's just fluent. Okay, but that is gonna be it for this video. I hope that this let you guys know how I like the products, and I hope you guys could see them in action. I think that this Boxyluxe thing is like a hit and people are going to love it because everything in here is just great. I think the day that this video is gonna go up is the day that I'm announcing the giveaway winners for the Morphe Babe eyeshadow brush set and the Jaclyn Hill palette. If you didn't win, don't worry. I plan on doing a giveaway for December's Boxyluxe box, so just stick around. I may do a couple more in between. Let's see. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. And my husband's going to be so happy I'm wearing this. I'm not an LSU fan. Sorry, I'm an Ohio State fan. Go Bucks.